So you happen to watch episode 3 of Watchmen, and now you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a recap and review, and I'm going to break down a few scenes and give my interpretation of what few scenes mean. So without further ado, I'm going to let you know that if you haven't seen episode 3 or episode 2, episode 1, well, I'm going to let you know this video is going to contain some major spoilers, so you should know this by now. So let's get this started. I feel like this was a laid-back episode. It wasn't heavy on its political themes, and this one focused more on Special Agent Laurie Blake, who is actually Silk Spectre, the second Silk Spectre. She now is working with the FBI, this anti-vigilante group that's basically hunting down vigilante. Her main objective is to take them down because it is illegal to be a vigilante. In her introduction scene, we see her robbing a bank or attempting to rob a bank, and then we see a vigilante trying to save a day, a guy who almost looks similar to Big Daddy or Batman, or you can say Night Owl, I guess, and he was trying to, you know, take control of the situation, but he didn't realize the Special Agent Laurie Blake was actually setting up a trap to capture this vigilante, and this vigilante obviously wasn't skilled because Batman, if he was ever in that situation, he will find a way to get himself out of that situation. And so Laurie Blake has showed no remorse and shot him in the back 2 times, and I thought that was going to kill him, but it didn't kill him. And you know, they was looking at her like, what the F, man? Like, why did you know that his armor was going to stop your bullets? Apparently she didn't know, and she didn't care. She had the intent to kill. And later on in the episode, we are introduced to Senator Keene. He requested her to go down to Tulsa, Oklahoma to investigate the murder of Judd Crawford. And before I get deeper into that, I feel like Senator Keene, he has like a secret agenda. I feel like he's trying to manipulate the situation revolving around the 7th Cavalry and the police of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like he's trying to like use the war as a way to gain notoriety, so therefore he could use that as a way to confront president in the upcoming election. So that's why he's probably like requesting Laurie Blake to go down there to try to figure out what's going on between the 7th Cavalry and all that. I don't really know for sure, but obviously Senator Keene, he has a secret agenda, so more than likely we'll probably get more of a backstory, or maybe we'll find more of a conspiracy revolving around him. She goes to Tulsa, Oklahoma. She talks to Looking Glass, trying to gain intel, trying to gain information about what caused the death of Judd Crawford and who could possibly murder him. And she believes that it was more likely a vigilante that possibly could murder him. Obviously, if you've seen episode 2, it wasn't a vigilante. It was the old guy. The older man in the wheelchair was the one who killed Judd Crawford, but she doesn't know that. So basically, she's just trying to get the bottom of things, and then she automatically knows the secret identity of Red Scarf, Lady Jupiter, Lady Jupiter, and also she knows the secret identity of Angela. I love the intensity of 2 badass females in one room together. And then, you know, Laurie Blake kind of gave her a threat a little bit, and then Sister Night was like, oh, okay. So I really did like that dialogue revolving around those 2. Later on in the episode, we see her like inside of a blue booth that is a booth that was probably created by the government or created by Dr. Manhattan himself. It allows people to communicate to him while he's on Mars, and we see her, you know, telling Dr. Manhattan or relaying a message to Dr. Manhattan about a story about a few other heroes who has gone to hell, who has died. So obviously Night Owl probably is dead right as of right now. It seems like that Night Owl is probably more likely dead. See her trying to communicate with Dr. Manhattan in the booth, and we get a few more layers revolving around her character. I gotta say, I did like the writing revolving around her. She's still madly in love with Dr. Manhattan, and she hasn't gotten over Dr. Manhattan, and she still thinks about him despite 30 years have passed. Man, she is really mad. She is madly in love because she even had like a blue dildo that's like based off of Dr. Manhattan, you know, a blue dildo that probably glows in the dark, and she was like, you know what, I'm not gonna use this thing. Let me go for the real deal and get the real deal. So more than likely, she doesn't support Blue Lives Matter, apparently. She wants the D. she has a problem. More than likely, she hasn't gotten good dick in a while, so she just gotta, you know, do those things. Also, at the very end of the episode, after she communicated with Dr. Manhattan, Dr. Manhattan actually heard her message and like threw a car in front of her. And she was just so happy, just like rejoiced. And I'm just like, okay, when is Dr. Manhattan going to show up? I'm really excited about that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is Andrian voice, because I feel like Ozymandias, we saw him, trying to kill a buffalo because he wanted thick skin for the clone that died during an experiment. He was frozen up, and I'm just trying to figure out, is Ozymandias trying to create like another Dr. Manhattan with his clone? It seems like he's trying to make a Dr. Manhattan. It's almost close that he's trying to do so. We saw Ozymandias wear his classic outfit from the graphic novel. Now, for me personally, I would have been like hopping out my seat if he wore the actual outfit from the Zack Snyder's version of Watchmen. So far, this episode was still good. I don't think it's good as the first two episodes. It wasn't really action-packed heavy. There's like a few action sequences in the beginning of the episode, but it focused more on developing Laurie Blake's character, and we see that she is a damaged character, and then she also has lots of layers to her that hasn't been revealed yet. So there's like a few layers that kind of sprouted out, but there is more to her character. I'm really interested to see what direction she's going to go towards. Here's one of the burning questions of the episode going forward into the next episode. Like, what's her reaction going to be when she actually learns the history of Judith Crawford? Does she know that there was a KKK costume inside Judith Crawford's closet? And why did Angela take it out of the closet? And also, is there really other superpower vigilantes out there? Is her grandfather have like a secret ability as he claims? And does Sister Night have a secret ability as well? What is Ozymandias' agenda? Is he trying to create another Dr. Manhattan? And what is the agenda of Senator Keene? And who is the main leader of the 7th Cavalry? Hopefully all these questions will be answered in the next episodes to come. I'm really excited. So what are your thoughts on episode 3? Comment below and let's talk about it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode recap video. And if you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been watched. Till then, ciao.